So looking at this current Bitcoin price action, we can see, guys, nothing much has changed. I mean, the price of Bitcoin is still following this inverted three hills and a river pattern, still following this three rising value pattern with price objective above 40,000 range. Yes, you heard that correctly. Above 40,000 is where we are expecting the price of Bitcoin to get attracted, and only after that start showing weakness. And why? Because according to this inverted three hills and river pattern, since the price of Bitcoin has already started to show this impulsiveness, right now we might be forming the length from C to D, and in this example the price target from this C to D equals to the length from A to B. So in our case, if this length from A to B is going to be looked as our price objective from C to D, you can see in that case, where is our price objective? Above 40,000 range. Yes, guys, above 40,000 is our price objective from this inverted three hills and a river pattern. And if we say, hey, maybe three rising valley is going to play out, in that case nothing is going to change. I mean, the price of Bitcoin has already started to show this impulsiveness. We have also broken out from this horizontal trend line because the three rising valley has already been formed. We even had price coming back to test the support twice before breaking it to the upside. So if this here is going to be a continuation, just like as shown here in example on the right hand side, then we have said maybe after reaching above 40,000, the price of Bitcoin is going to get exhausted. But until then, this is where we could be getting attracted, not just only because of this example, even in a weekly time frame, right? The price has managed to find support above 35,000 range. This weekly candle is above this horizontal trend line, but what is interesting is we are not just only above the horizontal trend line, but we are also above this rising trend line, which previously acted as a line of resistance. So since we are above this rising trend line, above this horizontal trend line, the next area of confluence where we could be getting attracted also lies above 40,000 range. Yes, guys, this horizontal trend line is where we could be getting attracted before price chooses an actual trend duration. Now let me add another scenario. I mean, yes, we are aware about this continuation pattern which played out here in 2017-18. We said if we are going to follow this exact formation, right, 364 days of downtrend, in our case from 2021 to 2022, also 364 days of downtrend, price found support above this 21 weekly moving average. Price found support above 21 weekly moving average. Now if this is going to be another continuation after finding bottom, just like from this example, in between 0.5, 0.618 is where we could be getting attracted, and only after that start with another corrective movement here like this. So you can see, according to this weekly time frame, according to this inverted three hills and river pattern, three rising valley pattern, even this scenario from 2017-18, right, we could get attracted here to the upside above 40,000, and only after that start showing weakness. Now, what is happening parallelly? I mean, I showed you some bullish scenario, right? But this example is pointing us something different. I mean, the price of Bitcoin in our case has broken the support from this ascending broadening wedge, which is a bearish continuation pattern. We even came back to re-enter inside it, but we failed. Now, if this here is going to be a continuation to the downside, right, for now, where could the price of Bitcoin be getting attracted? Or let's say where the price of Bitcoin could find support before breaking here to the upside like this, around 33,000 range. Yes, guys, around 33,000 is where we are expecting the price of Bitcoin to get attracted if this bearish scenario is going to play out before starting with another continuation here to the upside. Yes, even though this bearish scenario could be on the line, after some shakeout, we are still expecting the price of Bitcoin to start with a new impulsive movement, because we can see any sort of a pullback could also be a retest, because if you follow this curve line, right, this parabolic curve scenario for Bitcoin, each and every time the price of Bitcoin got attracted towards this curve trend line, what happened after that? The price of Bitcoin started with a very impulsive movement. So we said in our case, if this is going to be another continuation around this curve line, what are we expecting after that? A similar bounce, a new impulsive movement. So you can see, looking into different scenarios, looking into different time frame, any sort of a pullback might be just a temporary pullback before price starts breaking into the upside. And this one example here is another sign that market in the medium short term might show weakness, but please do not let this fool you, because in the past price action we found out whenever the price of Bitcoin during an uptrend was following this ascending channel support, right, the lower trend line, what happened when the RSI was showing the opposite one? I mean, when the price was in an uptrend, RSI started showing a bearish divergence. After breaking the support from this rising trend line, a corrective movement before starting with another impulsive movement. Same thing unfolded here. Bearish divergence, right? Price was following this ascending channel, but when we failed to hold the support, corrective move, right? Before breaking it to the upside. So this exact scenario are getting repeated again and again. And why this corrective movement in the medium short term would make a lot of sense, because you know this is a VCPR. Price of Bitcoin is choosing a trend duration without touching any of these three trend lines. So at the end of the month, what happened in most of the cases, price gets attracted around this trend line, either the top, center, or the bottom line, and only after that chooses a trend direction. So in our case, we have said if the price is going to show another corrective movement here to the downside around this top CPR line, which sits around 33,400, 33,500 range, then there will be just a temporary pullback before we expect another impulsive movement for Bitcoin. So as you can see, guys, things are turning interesting for Bitcoin, even if we are going to see some weakness, because in a smaller time frame, or in a 4-hour time frame, this is another bearish scenario which is lining up for Bitcoin, which is known as ascending broadening wedge. So if this ascending broadening wedge bearish scenario is going to play out, I mean, price of Bitcoin getting attracted here to the downside, failing to hold the support, showing another move here like this, it will be looked as a temporary pullback. Price coming back to test this key line, price coming back to test the support from the CPR line before breaking here to the upside. So these were some of the quick updates that I wanted to share with you in this video. And now, guys, before I conclude this video, I just want to make you aware that Bybit is giving around 30,000 deposit bonus if you sign up using this link, which is provided in the video description. Yes, guys, if you want to be part of my trading community, if you want to get these free bonuses, you can check Bybit, which is giving around 30,000 in deposit bonus, or Phemex, which is giving around 6,000 in deposit bonus, or OKX with 50,000 rewards. So do grab this opportunity because the time is running out. So by saying this, I'm signing out. Until next time, bye bye.